Amazon, Walmart, and all that stuff. But AliExpress is working best for me right now, and I've been doing
Gotcha.
yes, I've been doing it since 6 years now. It's been a long time. Like I was doing my bachelor's, I heard about the side hustle. I started it, but in Pakistan I couldn't get account back then. So I started looking for partners, onboarding them, making new partnerships, and going up from there and so on.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So right now you're doing pretty much an agency model, yeah?
Yes, it's an e-com agency, you can say. Now we don't only have eBay clients, we have Amazon clients, we have Shopify like dropshipping clients, as well as private label brands and all that kind of stuff. So yes, it's scaled
Mhm.
into an agency right now.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And like you're using AliExpress or anything else, yeah?
As you know, our model is agency. Our services are tailored to clients. I do pitch AliExpress as the best option for my clients as well.
Hmm. Yeah. So like the number one objection that we get from people that are like international, like outside of like UK, US, Canada, Germany, Australia, is how do I sell on eBay? eBay keeps suspending my accounts when I create them. You know what I mean? So you guys have established a dropshipping business outside of the big five, yeah?
Yes, and the only viable way to do it around here is establishing partnerships.
Yeah.
That's it. Like get on people who are in USA, UK, working there, doing their jobs, offer them a side income from there, and on board them and do your business with them.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And you know what? Like we've already had a conversation before this call, so I know the nature of your business. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
the I think the main thing that somebody wants to know, I think you said something very interesting to me once. Yeah. And I actually told a lot of people the story that you made an LLC from Pakistan in the US, and then the LLC is under your name, but you're selling on eBay with that account.
Yes. So, this is a common practice out there in Pakistan. You know, you make an LLC, you make an Amazon account on it, you make an eBay account on it, you make a Etsy account on it. You utilize it as much as you can. So, yes, I did as everyone else is doing here. So, LLC is an entity in US. A company is treated like a person in eyes of law.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
yes, that's the story.
But so you know what? Like when I heard that, that kind of blew my mind because like when I was trying to create like a US eBay account, right?
Yes.
They were asking for an SSN or an ITIN, right? But I believe that's because in the primary contact we put the residence to be United States. So when you created your eBay account, and did you put the residence to be the primary contact to be in Pakistan, or did you put the residence of the primary contact inside the U.S.? I'm not
So,
talking about the business address.
yes, yes.
I'm talking about the
Yes,
primary
now the
contact. Yeah.
companies that we register our LLC with, they mostly do that. They give us a registered agent. So the primary contact out there is going to be a US address. So, the US address that we use is the agency that we are working out there is with their address. So the number that we use for them is our IITN number. A company
Okay.
gets awarded the
Yeah.
IITN number, and the LLC that I made in US, I pay their taxes to IRS, do all the legal framework we need to do for them, and it doesn't matter where we are located.
Got it. So you got. Are you saying that you got an ITIN?
Yes, IITN number.
Oh, got it. So you didn't just get the LLC, right? You got an ITIN as well.
Yes, yes,
Got it. So that was the secret because like an LLC in the US acts as a pass-through entity, right?
yes, yes,
So if you have anybody in the world can have an LLC, even if you don't have an ITIN,
yes.
right? You could just create an LLC and then because it's a pass-through entity, you'd be paying taxes to your government, not to, like the U.S. government, unless you put an I-10 on eBay. So
So
I was under the impression that you just create the U.S. LLC, but for the primary contact, their address you put inside Pakistan.
no,
Have
no.
you ever? Do you know if that works or?
I haven't tried it to be honest, but why take the risk when you can like pay a little bit, pay your taxes to the U.S. government because you're making money out there from them. So and do everything the good way, the legal way.
Yeah, no, I mean like getting an LLC, right, and then having a Pakistani resident is still the legal way too.
Yes, this is.
You know what I mean? It,
Yes,
it will
yes,
just count as a pass through, but yeah, it's as you said. No, I haven't seen anyone who has ran that experiment. So
yes.
pretty much, you made a real U.S. account. That's
Exactly,
what you did.
exactly. At that point, I do have an physical U.S. bank account as well.
Yeah, exactly. So you didn't really go about it in any hacky way or anything.
Mm.
Like I got my I-10 recently as well, like a couple months back, because I'm from Canada.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
really
I
nice.
even I applied for like the I-10. Where did you apply for it? Did you do it yourself or use a service?
So, like, there are really good services here in Pakistan, local services, which have offices and all these things. They provide A to Z solutions for all these kind of things. You have to pay them like
Nice.
600, $700, and everything's done for you.
Everything, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I had a similar price. I went through a website called EIN Express.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so they make your LLC for you and then they also give you the I-10 with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then how did you so I got your story. So basically, your account is like fully legit. There's no hacky way around it.
No,
So
actually,
every,
like you need to understand the companies, like billion-dollar companies, working through get all these kind of people using their hacky ways. We cannot go through it, go around that, you know.
yeah,
So we
for
have to
sure.
do everything legit as possible. And at some point right now, I would prefer to use mostly stock products rather than drop shipping at some point.
Right.
Like if I have for sure winners right here, I'll buy for like their inventory for myself and keep them in stock as legit as it can be.
At a US 3PL.
Yes, at a US 3PL.
Okay, gotcha. And regarding the I-10, um, when you verified your eBay account, you uploaded your Pakistani passport,
Exactly.
bro. That is the game changer.
Yes.
To me, that is the game changer. Because
Yes.
somebody told me that they ran this experiment with Ukrainian passports, right?
Yes.
And it didn't go through.
Bro,
So
like
I'm assuming,
a
yeah, go ahead.
Pakistani account on my mother's name is also working really well.
Wow,
Yes.
she got the I-10.
No, it's just a Pakistani account on our ID card in Pakistan based.
Wow, dude. And so what's the limits, the selling limits on the account?
Okay, now the account on my mother's name is now 2 years old almost. So its selling limits are like 50,000.
Wow, 50,000 items or dollars?
50,000 items, I guess so.
Oh wow, wow, and
Yes.
it's a business account.
No. uh,
Wow, dude.
yes.
So tell me about the taxes. Like, so on that Pakistani account,
Yes.
do you guys have like an income tax in Pakistan? Like, how does that work?
Oh no, that's where the stuff gets some shady. So like, I have a company in Dubai as well, a registered company in Dubai as well.
Yeah,
So like, I pay myself, my employees a salary here, which comes to Pakistan. So the U.S. company pays service fees for the profit as service fees to Dubai company.
yeah.
All right, so like we go around taxes a lot.
Got it. So like
It's
the
it's something that lawyers do, and I don't know much about it,
yeah,
and I would rather not disclose even more about that. So it is what
yeah.
it
No,
is.
I got you. I got. Basically, it's complicated.
It's complicated, and it's something that I'd rather not share as well.
Yeah, yeah. No worries, dude. No worries. But what about like an income tax in Pakistan? Is there anything such thing as that or
Oh yes, taxation in Pakistan is really high.
really?
Yes.
I I thought it was a Muslim country, so that maybe like they don't believe in taxes.
Yes, we don't, but we have them. What to do?
So what is like the taxes in Pakistan like?
Oh, like in my in tax bracket, more than 40%.
Wow, that's yeah, it's like that's like Canada, man.
Ah, yes, but not the services.
Mm. I
Yes,
I gotcha. I got just the tax, yeah.
just the tax, bro.
Just the tax, yeah. Makes sense, man. So, Ramesh, to continue the eBay discussion, like let's say on your mother's account, because it is a Pakistani account,
Yes.
how do you like operate it? Do you operate it just like any other account, or do you
No.
take more precaution?
So $50 sale for the first month. Take it 100 to the next, and then 200. And we have to be really careful. Pakistani accounts do get suspended, but like we appeal
Mm,
and do all these things. They do get reinstated also. But yes,
yeah,
Pakistani accounts do get suspended a lot.
got it.
Like out
Do
of
you
10
find
accounts that I created around my relatives, of mine, of my sister, my brother, my uncles, my aunt, my mother's account only survived this long.
gotcha,
Yes,
gotcha, and the other accounts,
are
like why
suspended.
do you think they got suspended?
Oh, so like you know that eBay doesn't give a proper reason that why they're suspending account. I've called them repeatedly and asked them.
But after so many years of experience, you can kind of you have a feeling why they. At least
Yes,
we know we can kind of
yes,
guess.
yes. Actually, like one account, there was a product being sourced from AliExpress that got really late for delivery. I guess that's
Got it.
why. And one was like I recently got an MC 999 suspension on an account right now, like 2 3 days back, 2 2 3 days back. So about that
That
account,
have you noticed that those MC 999s are happening more frequently today?
okay, yes. So like the reason I found out like I was using that account from a proxy of California. The
Mm-hmm.
client was based in St. Louis, Missouri. So
Mm-hmm.
like she was curious. It was her first account, and she was curious how her business was doing. So she was like logging it again and again in her mobile phone.
Oh man. Oh man.
So that's what like
Why?
did the account dirty.
Bad man. She was overzealous. Yeah.
Yes. So like I
Yeah.
understand, but I'm really hopeful that account will be reinstated.
Yeah, inshallah,
Inshallah.
inshallah. So like what we've noticed with the MC 999, I've been getting a lot more report. Like we've been doing this for a long time, right?
Yes.
MC 999 at one time was the most severe type of restriction that anyone can get,
Yes.
right? It means eBay thinks you're a fraud, you're a scammer, they don't want you. But I feel like the MC 999 recently has been they maybe changed something in their backend, right? It doesn't mean what it used to. Do you get what I mean?
I
Because
guess
I've
so.
been yeah. This was my experience from the users that were getting it, and one guy was even able to even reinstate his account after he got the MC 999.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
There are companies like providing services for this reinstatement as well, but the most I think authentic way of going through it is like calling them repeatedly.
Yes, that's exactly what he did.
Yes,
At two,
be
in the
persistent.
middle of the night.
Call them again, call. And to my
Exactly.
surprise, the agent that my client was receiving was the same person again and again.
Yes.
So
Unless you call it like 2 a.m. the next day at
mhm,
a different shift hour.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Like we've had the same situation happen. We called back eBay and it was always the same lady, but then when we switched up the hours, right?
Yes.
That's when we got like a different agent. So
So
back to the other accounts that got suspended. Why do you so do you
one thing
think
just
they were
clicked
an
in my mind.
algorithm? Yeah.
If you like, sorry to cut you off, but like
Yeah.
it just clicked my mind, a light bulb just went off. There was one product that I now remember that as soon as we listed, accounts are getting MC 999. Oh, I
Was it a
just
book?
realized that. No, it was a video game console.
Oh, got it.
Yes.
So you listed a video, like a high-end video game console, or like a
No,
cheap one?
just an old retro video game console.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes,
So you think that so it was an algorithmic suspension and not a manual review?
I guess so.
Because there's a
Because
difference between them.
yes, I guess so. Because like I now I'm running my mind through the stuff. Like latest product sold as soon as I got sold get sales on that product. Like
Uh-huh.
the suspension was right there.
Gotcha.
Huh.
Gotcha.
It
So
just clicked
what
my
would you
mind. I was just thinking through that and it just clicked my mind.
make sense? Makes
Okay,
sense.
Sammy. Now let me ask you your journey as a like a SaaS
Sure.
businessman. So how did it started? Ecom sniper.
Yeah. So, we've been dropshipping for 8 years, right? And around 2 years ago, we thought while we were scaling our eBay account, we thought that hey, another way to scale our business was to let other people just use our software, right? And then we thought about it. We said that hey, if somebody makes $2,000 a month and we charge them $200, right? They make a bunch of it, but we still get a piece of the pie. So
Makes
we decided to go ahead and take our software that we've been building for the last 6 years at the time and just start redistributing it out to people in an attempt to scale our business further. Like that was how it started. And so I was a part of this like private group on Discord where there was a whole bunch of people sharing methods on how to make money. And in that group I was the owner, introduced my like business model because he knew me. And then from there we had like the first 5 people that joined. And then from those first 5, like once they started getting results, they started telling their friends, and other people from that group started joining. And then one by one, we started making videos on YouTube, and then the community started building from there. Do you get what I mean?
yes, I get it. Nice.
So it was very organic, and we're still in like the whole process of it. Now we have like a whole division in Germany that's doing this exact business model.
And as I'm looking at your groups, and you're really involved with each and every one of them. I really like that about you. Like you're texting everyone, you're referring people to me as well. People are coming me asking, Sammy referred me, and how involved you are. I really love that spirit, man. Really.
Oh man, the thing is, bro. I've mentioned this to you one time, but in the last 2 years, I've learned more from other people than I did in 6 years alone. I think you know because you've been doing this for a long time. But
Exactly.
couldn't you teach everything you know to someone within a week
Oh
or a
yes.
day?
A day is a bit less because not that it cannot be teach because I'm lazy, but
Yeah,
yes,
I'm telling you. I'm
yes,
telling you.
yes.
But
Like
how many years did it take to collect all that information?
oh, like man, 6 years.
6 years, man. I'm
Yes,
telling you. And now within like one conversation or even a sentence, you're
yes,
just like, man, like
yes,
you like, sometimes like and I've had that moment happen to me over and over again within these last 2 years.
uh,
So that's the reason why like I'm heavily involved because I'm still growing. You know what I
yes.
mean?
Actually, like in business, like if you're not growing, you're shrinking, man.
I'm telling you.
If you're
I'm
not
telling
growing,
you.
you're shrinking.
And you know what? So let me tell you one thing, yeah. So before I launched my software company, right? The thought that was going through my head was, like, hey, oh man, 6 years, I'm gonna be telling all my secrets to everybody now. We're sharing, and all of this stuff was going through my head. Yeah, I make more now than I did back then, just from eBay itself. And the reason why was because all of these other people, like they're sharing their information, things that I never knew you could do, or optimization. Other people are experimenting, and I started doing them too. And then, khalas, we never even sent out offers at one time.
Wow.
You just because like when something is working, you just want to like continue to grow that. So you don't want to touch anything that breaks, right?
Exactly.
Or may cause it to break. Yeah. But
Exactly.
then when you find out other people are doing it, all of a sudden like, hey, let me try it now. It's safe for them, it's working, and then khalas, like it just continued from there, yeah. Like before this, I never. like nowadays we have people in the Discord, they're experimenting every day on creating accounts and then they share their results. So we're always like fresh. Like what's happening in the eBay dropshipping world. Do you get what I mean?
Yes, I really get your point, man. And like the last conversation I had you with was really mind opening for me. Like I always thought of it as an hustle. It was like a COVID side project for me when it started. But before me realizing it turned out to be a full-fledged business, and I don't know, there are like 20 people working for me, and I didn't know how they got here, what happened. I really, there's no one point like I was like, oh my god, I'm creating 20 listings a day, I'm really busy, let me get this guy. Okay, this guy wants to work, okay, let me get some accounts for him. And now, as I'm watching things grow and I'm seeing there are 20 people working, there's a whole ass team, and things are working out really well. So this is a power of community. And
Hmm.
I really like your content as well on YouTube. So when did the idea came to make YouTube videos?
Good question. So I have a. Do you know who Mark Augustine is?
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So have you been following Mark for years, or like have you seen his videos around from the beginning?
I started seeing him after last conversation.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So Mark Augustine, he's my mentor, right?
Okay.
He's been dropshipping on eBay for the last like 10 years, right?
Yes.
A long time. He was like one of the founders of the sniping technique. So I didn't know Mark when I started first. I used to just watch his YouTube videos. So one day I think around 2.5 years ago or 3 years now, I messaged Mark on YouTube and on Facebook, and I said, hey, like check out our new product, our software, and like we're using AI. We've been using AI before ChatGPT was even a thing. Like we had our
Nice.
own we had our own models that we pre-trained and everything, and I was showing Mark these things like 3 years ago. And so Mark saw that and he's like, "Wow, this is gonna work, right?" So I got on a call with him, and then we decided to like do a partnership, right? And then he said he's gonna help me grow our software business later on. Yeah. So he told me that let's go ahead and start making videos on YouTube. And I said that okay. And then and Mark had 40,000 followers in his YouTube channel, like 30,000 to 40,000, somewhere along the lines. Yeah. So I thought if Mark posts a video, like all of his audience is gonna watch it, and then we're gonna become like overnight success or something, right? But that didn't happen, right? His videos did get some views, like maybe 300, 400, but and then I asked him, and then all of a sudden people started joining Ecom Sniper one by one from the very beginning. And what it was, every time we got on a call with somebody, right, half of the people were watching his video for the first time, and then it clicked, right, that if you're posting videos on YouTube, right, the algorithm is going to show it to other people, right, and then those people are going to watch it and they're going to come to you. And so then I told Mark, you know what, okay, let me try making videos myself. I Before that I was thinking making YouTube videos is never going to work because I don't have a following, I don't have an audience, nothing like that. I started posting videos one after the other. One person watched it, 10 people, 10 videos, 10 views, 100 views the next video, and it just kept growing. So subscribers keep coming in, and then slowly, like our audience was picking up. And then I realized the truth about like making videos on YouTube. Every time
Exactly.
you post, you get in front of people that are interested. And even if you get 10 views, those are 10 real people, right? Imagine a Zoom call with 10 people, right? Those
Exactly.
10 people watch that video. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
this is the
so
power of social media.
yeah, and so just to answer that question, I got into it because my mentor, he exposed me to the reality of how this works. And now I understand it. If we make Instagram videos or TikTok videos or Facebook videos, it'll work all the same. You just have to keep posting videos, and then people are gonna come, they're gonna see it.
Yes,
You
in
get what I
social
mean?
media, consistency is the key.
Exactly. Exactly.
Have you tried SEO for your business as well?
No, not at all.
Not at
Like
all.
right now, we are like at our, maybe like 150 users or something, right? I think the goal is to make everybody here successful and not to really grow the software business, but really to build like those connections, like befriend guys. Like the conversations we're having today, right? If
Yes.
we were a much bigger company, we wouldn't be able to have these conversations because we would be putting out fires all day long.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly. So, like, the goal for ecom sniper is like keep it slim, but make your service as premium as possible.
Exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
amazing.
I want it to be in a way where I'm growing as well, right?
So,
If we are too big, like we're not gonna grow as drop shippers. You know what I mean?
have you ever thought of deviating from this label of dropshipper to a label of like buying your own stock and becoming a stock seller rather than a dropshipper?
So many times, man. So many times. I always wanted to do that. Like it's all there's an itch that I always want to scratch, but I know what the reality is, right? Every business works, right? And you would have to scale it and learn the ins and outs of that to become successful.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no shortcuts in any business.
Exactly.
So the moment I start that, if I don't have someone teaching me like step by step or holding my hand throughout the entire process, then we're starting from the beginning. And instead of starting from the beginning, we might as well just grow our drop shipping business.
That's
You know
amazing.
what I mean?
That's amazing. That's amazing. And like in my why I believe in stock product is like building of brands.
Hmm.
If I create a name and that name starts selling, so this way the constant efforts at some point it doesn't require my constant effort.
Hmm.
So for me, making my own private label products is that mindset taking me there. You understand my point? Like
100%.
building a brand.
100%.
So I could have just been a freelancer managing 20, 30, 40 accounts, but why I
Hmm.
created this an agency business model calling myself agency, picking a cool name like ecom cartel and all these kind of things, is because creating a brand, when you'll introduce me, you'll have something to introduce me with. Finding
Hmm.
Ramesh is really difficult, but googling ecom cartel and finding my website would be really easy.
Yeah,
so
100%, dude.
but
100%.
you have got that branding side working for you in ecom sniper, I guess so.
100%. I think because of that, I'm able to get on calls with guys like you. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
I guess
Like
so.
that is like it has. I think that was one of the things that really like propelled us because we have like some type of status to have these conversations. You get what I
Yes,
mean?
I get it.
So I 100% agree with you regarding like the private label brands. I think from what I know about it, um, I think that's the business where somebody wants to make an exit one day, right?
Exactly, exactly.
And dude, like I love the idea, but for me personally, right now, I think diversity is when everything is going right. We
Oh,
haven't even finished our eBay plans, like anywhere close to it.
I get it, I get it, I get.
Yeah.
Yes, I get it. But you know what, in for me, and is not working 12 hours, 13 hours every day. It's about
Hmm.
getting my exit, going back to my village, and and like chill out there. You know what, I do love going around the world. I do like catching flights, going on airports, looking at new countries, visiting Dubai and all this kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
I'm a farmer's son at my
Hmm.
heart. You get it? You're from
Mm.
Bangladesh, like I'm
100%.
from Pakistan. I'm a farmer's son. My great
Hmm.
grandfather used to plow the land, and that is my exit. That have so much land with that exit that I can chill. Just chill.
It's beautiful. No, it's beautiful, man.
It's an American version. It's a Pakistani version of sipping pina coladas on an island. You get it.
Dude, no, I get it, man. I get it. I think for me, my my vision would be is for me personally. I don't have much of a desire. It's more like everyone around me,
I get
right?
it.
Like we have, like what fuels me is like we have a team, right? And the and
Yes,
the and the dreams of my team, right? If we're able to fulfill that, that's what's exciting to me.
that's
You know what
amazing.
I mean?
That's amazing, brother. That is amazing.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you. And
Yes,
then so our goal is like, you know, it's like I don't think I have an exit per se. Like I think that the way that I want to live my life would be, we never stop. Like let's cross the $10 million hurdle. Let's go to the 100 million. Let's get to the 1 billion after, and then just keep using those funds. And then whoever's part of the journey, we keep liberating everybody, and we continue like that. Because to me, that's exciting.
that is exciting, man. That exciting.
That's exciting.
Kudos,
Yeah,
kudos.
100%, dude. I think with ecom, like I worked a security job before this, yeah,
Hmm.
and that stuff didn't give me like a vision or a dream, right? With the ecom world, like everything is possible. Like if you like Ramesh, if you wanted to make $1 million a month, isn't that possible
Oh yes, it is.
with just your agency model?
With my just my agency model. Oh yes, it is possible. Why is not
But
possible?
exactly,
You know what? For making $1 million, I would have to put in the work of $1 million. I have to create a
exactly.
difference that is costing $1 million. So
Bro, you're a true business owner. You're a true business owner because what you said is 100% the reality. It's
yes,
not about putting 13 hours. You have to put $1 million worth of work.
exactly.
That is the truth.
That is the
Only a
truth.
business owner will understand that.
Yes.
Even working 10 hours, if that 10 hours is worth $1, doesn't matter how many of those days you work. It's not
Exactly.
gonna amount to
And you
anything.
know what? To make $1 million a month, I have to get that $1 million knowledge as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
I,
Like
I think I think the knowledge, if I had to say, I think it's the knowledge of at that level it's about creating systems and how to manage those systems. But before you even create systems, you need to have a way to make money, and then those systems
exactly.
and growing those systems, that is how you get to the millions.
Exactly. You know what? At one point, I was managing two Amazon accounts by myself, three for eBay's by myself, and like five Etsy accounts by myself as well. So I was
Mhm.
just thinking, what am I doing? Uh, there are some practices of optimizing, your listings and all these things in different platforms. So like I was, what? There was an eBay product. I was uploading that on my image hosting and getting it scored like for we used to do on eBay. So I was like,
Mhm.
how am I cluttering my mind? So I hired three people. So you'll deal with Amazon, deal with eBay, you'll deal with Etsy. So
Yeah,
like now three people are like seven people in each team right now. So like the system came in place, growth was there already.
100%.
So, yes.
100%. And I think at
But
this
finding
stage,
right
like,
people is really important. Right people is name of the game is right people.
you are 100% on the money, bro. I've had team members in the past that, didn't care about my business and they got an account suspended. You know what I mean? And if somebody is like a part of your team and they don't care about the business, right, then it's gonna cause chaos to it, especially for small businesses.
Exactly.
Because we're a small business, and like the people who work with us, they're not replaceable, right?
Exactly.
It's a great calamity if anybody leaves.
So like the account I was telling you about, to extend what you were saying, the account I was telling you about that got MC 999 a few days back,
Mhm.
and tell you that I'm working really hard to reinstate it. So it was a Afghan immigrant who went to US after the
Hmm.
whatever happened in that country. So she was working two jobs and she needed some extra money. She came to us that I want to do this, I can invest this and this and that. So the connections that we form with our clients is like that, that when the account gets got suspended because of that, she was curious as well, I know. She did something new and she was coming from a place of poverty, and then now she's making some money and she want to know how everything is doing. I can understand that, but I
Hmm.
was really upset about that uh, she told me that it might be a chance to escape this cycle of poverty, and I was so upset that what happened and all these things. And this kind of connections are not made in large scale businesses, never. It's all about the
Yeah,
people. When it comes to this kind of
for sure.
conversations would not be happening if even in my in agency model I would have 800,000 account plus accounts for management under me. These kinds of conversation wouldn't have happened.
Right, for
Yes,
sure. And I think that's the advantage of having a small business to begin with. You can personalize the experiences.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure. So like I think, like, so tell me this, yeah. How did you get into contact with them? I think that's like one of the biggest questions that somebody would have, yeah.
Whom with my clients?
With your, how did you find your client?
Oh yes. No, this is a really good question right now. So when I first came around eBay,
Hmm.
let me tell you a story. It was COVID times,
Hmm.
pre-COVID times, you can say.
Hmm.
So I had to buy a new phone. I went to a market. There's a marketplace, online marketplace called OLX, working in Pakistan.
Hmm.
Like you can contact the sellers and get your phone stuff you want to buy from them. So I went to a place and a person came there, and he was selling an iPhone. Like iPhone in Pakistan is a status symbol, man. Okay, so I was buying that, and it was from saving a lot of money, and all this kind of things, stealing from mama's purse and all these kind of things, no? So I was buying that phone. So I asked him, what do you do? He said, I do e-commerce. I said, on what platform? He says, eBay. I got curious.
Wow.
I went home. I said, okay, now he's buying iPhone with his own money, so I'll also buy one for myself as well, no? So I went to home and started researching. Made a seller account, converted into buyer, and within 10 days I had my first sale. So I was active in e-commerce groups in Facebook as well, no? Like
Hmm.
for learning. As soon as I
Hmm.
knew something, so people are asking questions like, I'm having this problem XYZ, I can't find a good winning product. And as you see, I've seen me in groups as well. If someone says I'm not getting sale, I say I'll send you a winning product over to you, list it and see if you get sales or not. So I used to give
Mm.
them a product and this and that. One person asked me, will you manage your account for me? And I was like, okay, would you pay me this amount of money? He said, I'll give you some percentage in the profits.
Mm.
So a deal was done, and the person was from UK. So it was my first client. Then I was hyperactive in Facebook groups. So within 4 or 5 months, I had two or three clients working with me right from then and that. Facebook groups was the name of the game, and nowadays
Well, the name of the game was providing value.
yes,
That was the secret here.
yes, and you know what? People say I need VA virtual assistants. At that time, it was called virtual assistant. So
Yeah.
on percentage basis. So calling that person who is managing your account on percentage basis is not your virtual assistant. He's your business partner. First of all,
Yeah.
yes. And so I was offering partnerships here and there. Like, and it's a really good value. Simple as that. Like people
Do
used
you
to
ever
understand.
get taken advantage of though?
Oh, so many times.
That's what I'm thinking, man. Because you know, there I feel like people, like I'm in Canada, right? So I know
Yes.
the mindset of a lot of people, right? Even sometimes I see it. They're not that respectful for the work that like agencies like yourselves do. The value that you guys are providing.
You're right. But the thing is that at some point, I was scammed of money around $5,000 to $6,000. The client
Yeah.
has to pay me payable account payable was like $6,000, I guess so.
Yeah.
And that was not only my service partnership fee, so I was fulfilling some orders for him as well.
Oh, no way. So you
Yes,
used your own money.
yes, yes, my own money.
Oh, crazy. Crazy. Do
So,
you do that anymore or
to some people, like
wow, that you
uh,
trust?
that I've been working for like 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
My phone is recording my face, or would I have showed you the messages the account is they were calling me that you have fulfilled some orders. How much do have I have to pay you? I told them that we'll do it afterward because I got married like 2 days ago, so I was really busy.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Those are the best people, man. Those
Yes,
are the
those
best
best
people.
people.
Yeah. There's obviously like gems of people everywhere,
They're good
right?
people and bad people all around. So
Yeah.
I don't give a damn like someone scamming me or not. But yes, $5,000 was a big amount for me back then.
Mhm.
So even it
Still a
is
big
for
amount.
it's still a big amount. So but at that time it was everything like I had. So I
Yeah.
was really upset. But like after that I got my LLC. I get into a
Mhm.
binding agreement with them. So I do have to had to file some small claims in US as well. So
Gotcha. So now you guys do can you walk me down that process? Like how do you guys make sure that your business is secure, that you're getting paid out? You charge them
have
every
you
two
ever
weeks.
heard of Contractly?
Did I ever hear about one more? Ramesh, you can. Do you hear my background, or is it just
No,
is it noisy for you?
no, it's okay.
Okay, good.
Yes,
So yeah, go ahead. You said something about contracting.
Contractly.
Contractly.
Yes, it's a service.
Is it like those DocuSigns?
Yes, it's a service that provides you contracts. So we have them sign a contract. So
Got it.
we have got a local law practice on retainer with us. So
Nice, nice. And how much do you pay them? Charge them for retainer?
$600 a month.
$600 a month. Very nice. And then so all your clients they sign that agreement.
Exactly.
Um, got it. And do you get and how often do you charge them or bill them? Bi-weekly,
Uh,
monthly?
that is according to the payout of the account. When as soon as they get the payout, I want my money. That's it.
So do you do the payouts on the account monthly or weekly? How-
3 days payout. Most of the
So you
account.
charge them every 3 days?
Yes, we do. Like
Wow.
it's just a simple cash app transfer, man. It's not a big deal.
But is it automated or is it
Like
do they have to do pay you every three
we
days?
are doing everything for themselves. They can just type an amount in their phone and send over the money, bro. Like it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I have clients, you know what I mean? Like and then some of them like I we bill them bi-weekly,
Oh,
right? And some of them miss their payments because they are they're saying that it becomes a hassle for them.
so yes, some guys do say that, but the question is
Mhm.
really simple, man. That like making money from that doesn't become an hassle. You don't have to do anything, but paying us
Mhm.
is becoming an hassle. So
Got it.
this is just in my opinion, these are just excuses not to pay.
Yeah, makes sense. So every 3 days you bill them. I think that's phenomenal, man.
Yes.
So regarding your billing, do you wait for do you bill them on like the orders that they get paid out for? Is that what you do?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So the way that I bill them is sometimes like eBay puts the money on hold or something, right?
Yes.
We still bill them for that anyways. And
Oh,
then if and then we just keep tabs in the Google Sheets, and then they can see what their profit is or what's gonna happen, and then they
so
just pay out
yes,
from there.
I also have a client portal that we are migrating to our website. Like you will become our client, you will have your password and login with you.
Hmm.
you know your sales, you know if you want to access your account as well, you can request your AnyDesk as well on our website. So we are
Mhm.
building all these kind of things so for the client satisfaction, as well as
Mhm.
your pending amount, your account payable, our account receivable, and all these kind of things, your profits and all this would appear on a sheet in front of them on a website.
Gotcha, gotcha. So the main thing is like when someone's paying you, they pay you to your US LLC, yeah,
Yes.
and then that's your accounts pay, and then you have, and
No,
then
actually, you
you,
know what? You not USLC. We've got some papers, and
but it's under the LLC.
under the LLC, or I've got some personal contacts as well. Like PayPal's do get on hold sometimes. You know, they sometimes hold
Okay,
our
I
Pakistani
got you.
accounts payments for 21 days.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
So
So have you ever used that lawyer that you have on retainer? How
uh,
often? What do they do for you?
I told you I have to file some small claims as well. Yes,
Okay,
and they
got
got
it.
me back those $5,000 as well.
Wow. So you really took them out, yeah?
Yeah, man, like you know what? I was more vindictive than needing the money. You know, at that point, like
Bro, it's a big deal, man. These like
yes,
how could someone do that?
and like
And you used your own money. You used
yes,
your own money. That's the worst
and
part.
that time like I'm 26 right now. At that time I was only 20. You're scamming a
Mhm.
young boy, not even out of university, out of $5,000 in a third world country.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? Like you should
No, it's
understand that might be life savings and all that kind of thing.
yeah. For sure. For sure. And that lawyer he's in from the US, is he in Pakistan? Like
He's from US in
what's
St. Louis, Missouri.
gotcha. Gotcha. Is he like does he have like a big firm or is he an independent
No, no,
contractor?
he's a private practice, I guess so.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Have you ever got a situation where your clients they're getting sued by companies?
No,
Okay,
no.
because that's what happened to one of our clients.
What was he doing, if I may ask?
No, like we got hit with patent infringement for one of the items that we listed on eBay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and then
You
from
must have gotten a cease and desist before.
no, like it was a Chinese company,
Okay.
and then they make all their money from just suing job shippers.
Oh,
Yeah, and then so from there, like we just negotiated with the attorney, and then we dropped it down to like uh $250, and then we just paid it and called it a day.
okay, okay.
Yes. So
Um,
I was wondering like how you went about like that kind of.
so we are yet to encounter that kind of stuff, but let's see when it comes.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if
Yes.
it comes, you just hit me up. I'll help you deal with it.
Sure, sure, man, sure.
Yeah, we like since we're running the community, we're exposed to so many problems that I don't get myself. But being a
Exactly,
part of the solution makes us ready for when it happens to us.
exactly,
You
exactly.
know what I mean? So I found it very interesting that you guys did it like like fully legit. You guys went down the contractly, right? And then you had your clients like sign something, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha. And then like what is like the agreement if you don't mind sharing, yeah?
Yes, agreement is really simple. Like the percentage that is decided upon in the partnership.
Hmm.
So that is written, and the liabilities that both parties have agreed to, they can take about the account. They those are decided, and all these kind of things. Like in eBay, there is no liability, na? Like if even if your
You can get
account gets
sued.
eh? Yes,
You can get sued.
you can get sued, but like if the account is suspended, your payout is safe.
Yes.
Yes,
Exactly.
so like most of the people are worried about this. So like liability is minimum in the account. The major liability sits with us, you know. Like if we are 40% partners, so
Hmm.
like if you don't pay us, then we are getting screwed over really big time.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
you are in control of all the payouts and all these kind of things.
For sure. For sure. So what do you need? So regarding the payouts, right? Just to clarify, you bill them for every time they get like their payout, and then you check
Exactly.
which orders you charge them for the orders that they got paid out for.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Gotcha.
So like we are able to do that because we have an extensive team, right, Rihanna? So
Yeah. So your billing team is strong.
a billing team. Actually, we have got a departments often of the marketplaces. There's an eBay
Hmm.
marketplace. We have got a listing lister, product hunter, a lister who is listing products, a fulfiller who is fulfilling them, a biller, a billing expert who is calling clients and billing and all these kind of things, and they have got a sales guy.
Mm.
Like
Gotcha.
when this videos gets live, I get two people, three people asking me about, yes, I want to build my eBay, I want to have my eBay managed by you. I'll have a sales guy in contact with them. So
Yeah.
if we'll have a meeting, and I'll introduce them to the team lead of the eBay department, and their POC will be me, not the team lead, me.
Hmm.
So this is my job. I have to be in contact with the people.
Yeah. For sure.
Yes.
Dude, I think what you're doing like is better than what how I'm managing my accounts. Right. The way that we manage our clients' accounts, I'll be honest, bro. We don't have any contracts or anything. We send them an invoice, and all of the clients we have is all friends and family.
So like
You know what I
yes,
mean? Because
this
I'm
is
in Canada,
okay.
so I don't have to go on Facebook groups. I can walk across the street, or like message my friends or something.
Exactly. Like this is how I pitch my clients as well. Like if you want to get your account managed by me, I'll ask Sammy that if you have a parents living there with you or someone else, get 5 accounts.
Right. Right.
Yes,
Exactly.
minimum five.
Exactly.
Because like when we are managing 5 accounts, truth is that the chances of one or two accounts surviving for the long term increase really well.
Hmm.
And you know what? Real money is made after a year when account is aged for a year or so.
100%.
So that
100%.
is when the real money is to be made.
100%.
And when you
So
have
when you
five, eh,
when you use your own money, now that you have your lawyer on retainer, do you ever fear like you're not gonna get your money back, or it just feels like an investment?
right, when I'm using my own money, so
Like now that
I charge clients a
not
processing fee as well. Na?
okay, got it. So you charge them a processing fee.
Fee,
But
yes.
what I'm saying is, so I don't use like my money at all for my clients' accounts,
Okay,
right? Because if I have like if we use our money, there's a risk of them not paying it. You know what I
exactly.
mean? So with that being said, like what we did was we just always used their money and then their credit cards to place all the orders and
So
everything.
yes, now the people I use my money on are like my sister's roommate sister.
Mm.
I'm managing her account, so I know this money isn't going nowhere. My cousin
But now that you
sister-in-law,
have the contract and the retainer,
but still I do not use my money on the unknowns. Simple as that.
okay. But is there any fear now that you have you're like a lawyer on retainer just for this?
You know what? I really pray all the time that I do not have to take my clients to court
Yes, you're dude. You're
because
so right. You're so right. Like you know what? You don't want to have that situation happen,
exactly,
right?
like if
And why should it happen? You're making the money.
exactly. So like these situations arise really seldom, but they do. But if the money is like less than $500, I mostly let it slide away.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
it's not worth the hassle. And in the end of the day, you're getting $500, $400, $300. Like
Yeah.
I'm contacting my lawyer, providing him my client's information, filing the lawsuit, and all these kind of things. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
But if it exceeds like thousand, $2,000, then I pursue them. I give them like 4 or 5 emails and phone calls. Like after
Mhm.
20 phone calls, I says my lawyer that now you can do. whatever you want to do about that.
Mm, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, no, I get it, man. It makes a lot of sense. So I think I think the one thing I learned from you, like I learned a lot of things from you, man. I think what I'll do moving forward is probably for the next clients that I get, I'll probably just maybe get a contractly account or a DocuSign and have like an agreement in place.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Having
Just to
agreement is
have
in place is really important. You can integrate contractually with your website as well. When they're signing up, they came into a legally binding contract with you.
we have it in the terms, but I guess but they're not signing. I guess I gotta look into how
Contractually.
they're yeah. But
Yes.
like I don't know how I feel about that on the website. Just because like I don't have any plans to ever take any action on anybody. You know what I mean?
So there's no use paying $50 to them.
Yeah, so it's just like cuz the thing that I want more than anything is I don't want my main income to be from the software business because then I'll feel like a fraud.
I get you, man. I really get you. Like, same thing is happening to me right now here in Pakistan. There's a trend of teaching e-commerce. Like,
Yeah.
every two streets, there is school teaching e-commerce. So I do take students on board with me in turns, but I really make it a point not to make classes and teach people, because like there
Yeah,
are really big business gurus right here in Pakistan who are not making money from e-commerce but from teaching.
right. But also the problem with this is both of these are two different business models that are full time. Right? Like running a software business and running the eBay business, you have different problems that you're
But
solving.
you know what? Let me tell you something. A person who
Yeah.
is not doing both simultaneously cannot do another. It's a paradox right here. Like
Mm.
right now, we were talking about MC 999 suspensions.
Yeah.
A person who has been who has done eBay for 5 years and wasn't doing it for the past year or so wouldn't have known that.
True.
How could he have
True.
taught that?
True.
So like it's a
True.
evolving process, man.
That was deep, bro.
You get my
That was
point?
deep. That was
Yes,
deep. You're right.
it's a
How,
paradox
how
right
could
now.
you teach it if you don't know what's happening
What's
right now in
happening?
the scene?
Yes, and scene is
The
continuously
newest,
evolving.
the scene is continuously evolving.
Yes,
100%. 100%. And you know what? Like being a part of like a software company, it does keep us fresh because we're const we're not even an API software. We're non API.
yes.
So it's a browser extension on top of the browser. So we have to maintain the code. It'll break every month.
That is why I'm not into SaaS.
It's gonna yeah, but like we're doing it anyways for our business.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, so it was
Yes,
like it just the additional workload was the customer service and like educating other users on our tool. But I think once we have like better docs, right, more streamlined onboardings, right, like it'll like the software business will just be like something in the side, and then we can focus more on just innovating as long as we can keep creating the docs. You know what I mean? Or education.
I get it.
Yeah, but also, just to be transparent, the SaaS business has made my eBay business much more powerful just because of everything that I'm learning from everybody, huh?
Exactly, exactly. Like more people you meet, the more like you have got chances to learn. Just today, I met a person. Like he was a friend's friend. We were having dinner together. So
Mhm.
he told me what he asked me, what do you do? I told him that I own an agency, a business. I do not like. I'm not into giving big introductions and all this kind of stuff, you know. And it was a social
Mhm.
interaction. So he told me that I am doing eBay as well. So I was asking, okay, man. So how's things and all this kind of stuff. So he told me something really interesting. He's operating like 9 or 10 Pakistani based accounts, and
Wow.
he's using stock products on them. But the thing
Stock
that,
products.
yes, the thing he was doing is really like unethical for me. I wouldn't do it. But like
Uh huh.
it was interesting. He was like making it, picking up counterfeit perfumes from China, shipping
Hmm.
them to US, and like the perfume, a really famous perfume have that sells for thousands of dollars. He's selling it for like $50, $60 on eBay.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Yes,
I actually met a lot of people that were doing stuff like that, like fake Louis Vuitton bags from DH Gate, and all of that stuff works.
they
But
get
they told me they
MC 11 or 2 on their accounts.
every one of them, every one of them,
The suspension that they get.
every everyone that told me they did that, they got suspended. I think that I think here's the truth about it from one of my truths, yeah. So fast money comes with slow problems,
Oh,
right? But slow money comes with like you slow money like you're starting the business, you have all of these problems up front, but then you make all but it lasts a much longer time.
yes,
You know
and
what I
this,
mean?
you're right. You're right. And if you want to even slow down your manage your problems in eBay right now, like
Hmm.
if you take a step back from dropshipping and you use your own products, like buy some inventory, and it really like frees up your time and hassle a lot by a lot. And you're still like buying in bulk, selling for higher prices, margins are really good. Like you're doubling your money
Yeah,
every 2 3 weeks. So
yeah, for sure.
that's another thing that I would love everyone else to explore as well. Dropshipping is good to start. Best thing to start. If you don't have any
Yeah,
money, dropshipping will feed your family. But
for sure, for sure.
but being a big dropshipper uh, should not be a goal. Goal should be establishing a brand.
Hmm.
So like establishing your identity. So like I didn't used to post content on
So
social media.
one thing I'll say, the eBay store is kind of like a brand. If you think about it, you're building reputation, feedback, right? Having a powerful eBay account makes a huge difference in your sales as well.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
dropshipping on one account is like building a brand, in a sense.
In a sense. In a sense.
Yeah,
But like the brand for me, something is like that that can be recognized from far away. I don't think so
yeah.
that the buyers would have a store like Sammy store is on eBay, that they would say yes, I'll buy from that store. It seems really authentic.
Well, let me tell you what does happen. When you have a listing, I have listings that are on eBay for like a couple of years now, right?
Okay.
A- and then those listings on when you search them on Google, right? If you search some keywords, they're at the top of Google because those specific items, because they've been on eBay for so long, have gotten like high ranking on SEO. Do you get what I mean?
Yes, that's amazing. That
Yeah,
is.
and I get a whole and that one account, my external traffic is higher than my organic,
Oh,
just because all of the items are like so old.
that is nice. That is nice. That is really nice. And is it your personal account?
Yeah, yeah. These are my personal accounts. The agency
So,
I only started running a year and a half ago.
like, what are the precautions you take that you don't get in suspension? Or has it ever been suspended?
Yeah, yeah. So I don't get suspended anymore. Like it's been a long time since I got suspended. Like I think the last suspension was a year and a half ago, but that was because we took a risk, right? And the the way that we try not to get suspended is number one, we don't let eBay ever step in to close a case, right?
Okay.
We try to make sure that we don't ever cancel an order. right? If the item is out of stock, we offer alternatives. We maybe find like more expensive products or something. We do everything in our power to not cancel the sale,
Okay.
right? And then we message the customer to make sure that they got their item, so they're not opening up cases with us. We don't like get a ton of sales. We warm up the account for like 7 days at a minimum, and then maximum 30 days of like just listing real products. We start the account off in like the best way possible. Um, yeah, man. Like I think if you just take care of the buyers, right, and you show eBay you're not a risk, like it's not hard to it's not hard not to get suspended because we've already learned how to make money.
Exactly.
Now it's all about scaling.
So one more thing that recently a person that working for me whispered into my ear, and I've been thinking about it constantly. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know if saying it is correct or not, but let me ask it frankly.
Sure.
The ethnic names the account has been on, like my name is Ramesh, and
Uh-huh.
the like South Asian names, the account on that names do get suspended more rapidly or not?
Not if they're Canadian. Like so I have a vast amount of experience in Canadian eBay accounts, right? And also in the US because a lot of the users are from US, right? Um this is not an issue at all. The I think the origination of where the account was created, that is everything.
That is an issue. I get it. I get it. Like
Yeah.
having a physical bank of that country attached to that account is really necessary.
Yeah, and also remember, Ramesh, like we don't use any VPNs or anything. We get real, I get a physical computer, right? Let me see if I have one. I have a bunch of mini PCs, right? I don't have one here, but I get real computers and I get a real IP address from the internet company. So I don't use any proxies. The phone number is like from another phone of mine. I have multiple phones, right? So we do everything inside the country as legit as possible, right? The moment you start using, because eBay, the truth is, bro, I'll tell you, eBay knows if you're using a proxy. They can
Exactly.
even they don't know where you're from, but they can tell you're using a proxy. They can
Exactly.
tell you're using a virtual browser, a privacy browser. They can see all of that stuff, right? So if your account was made in the perfect condition, right, the suspension is very low.
I get it. So you're asking me to
Yeah.
move to US?
I, I would say, like if you have like what you're doing with the agency model, I think that's the best.
That
But
is the
not to
best.
like if you're gonna like your clients, like my clients, they all set up physical computers and we remote into them. We don't put
Exactly.
them in a virtual private server. We don't use privacy browsers. We don't do any of that stuff.
So like yes, I get it. I get it. Like have a like this is what I say to my client, that buy a cheap Chromebook, turn it on, plug it in, connect it to internet, and
Mhm.
give us the remote access of the device.
Most
So
people already have a computer.
yes, I guess so. But like sometimes
We,
people are hesitant to give access to their devices to strangers, I guess.
yeah, true.
So
In
like
my
buying a
case,
new.
you're right. You're right. In my case, most of my clients are friends and family, so there's more like of that comfort there.
And like I also don't like telling people to give me access to the computer as well, because like I'm not managing the account all the time. I don't know what the next guy is like. Simple as that.
Smart, smart. So
Yes, he
you
might be an
protect your
expert.
clients as well.
Yes, he might be an expert on eBay, but I don't know what he is like in person. Simple as that. And I don't
True,
care as well.
true. I gotcha. We've tried Chromebooks. Chromebooks like don't work for us at all because we like download software and stuff like that. Not all Chromebooks have like are compatible.
Okay, okay, but we do everything manually, so like they work for
Oh
us.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the you know what? I think that was the craziest part of your like your business. So our business, like I So I'll tell you, I don't know. Making money manually is to me is insane. You know what I mean? Like we list 10,000 products on an account. That's why we can make money.
And like I can get $1,000 sales on 5 products.
Yeah, that is so what you guys are doing, right? That is gold. You know what I mean?
But like
Like
our product research, we have some like things we do like uh, uh, competitor analysis and all these kind of things. Our product research is really extensive.
yeah, yeah. I
So
think you told me one time. Yeah, you. But it's all sniping in the end of the day.
exactly,
Yeah,
like
I'm
what is working
just
well
looking
for
at
others.
market demand.
Yes, and like sometimes thing comes down to price wars as well. But like
Yeah,
we win price wars most of the time. Most of the time, because
right.
like our
Gotcha.
costs are like minimum.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I think I think because we use Amazon, right? The prices like you tell me. Do you have experience with Amazon? Do you use Amazon
Yes,
ever?
yes, yes. For
So
the
you
longest
you
time,
tell me, bro.
we used Amazon. So when you're using Amazon, what do you do with trackings?
We don't upload tracking
Okay. So
at all.
how does the product get marked as shipped?
We just press mark as shipped on eBay.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was so that we don't use any tracking converters. We don't use track taco. None of that stuff.
Okay.
We
I
just
guess nowadays track taco is also like these piggyback trackings are also getting like detected by eBay.
I don't know. People are still using it today without any issue. It, y-
Okay.
it's just the people who complain are the ones who are getting issues, but the ones who don't have problems are really silent. Do you
Exactly.
get what I mean? So for every one person that has a problem, there's like a lot of them that don't have problems as well. And
I
some
guess you know what, like some things are working for some people and some things are working for not working for some people. It is
I
really like a vast spectrum of things that are happening in this industry. I guess so.
I would you know what? Like I would agree with you if we didn't know the platform as well as we do. You whenever someone has gets suspended or something, like there's always an obvious reason why they got suspended. And then like somebody like told me that hey, it's because of tracking, and then I went into his account and he canceled 10 orders yesterday. You
I
know what I
get it.
mean?
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, so it was like there's always like but it takes a trained eye to be able to see where the problems are coming from. You know what I mean?
I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. Like yes, the last suspension I got was that MC triple line suspension I was telling you about.
Yeah.
So, like the obvious reason that I was getting it that the client was using it on its phone, his phone. So,
Yeah. Kept
like
log well, you use the proxy too, right?
I used a proxy too, but proxies is working well for us.
It can work well, but not always cuz it's like like every proxy is an individual case. You don't know what happened in that unless you know where the proxy is coming. Like for example, let's say I made a proxy for you, right?
Yes.
And then you know for sure like I'm not sharing that with
Yes,
anyone else.
yes, like there was a proxy that we were using, and as soon as we created account in them, account was getting suspended.
Yeah.
Yes, it happens sometime, I guess so. But like we are in a location like we don't have an option right now. Like
Yes.
for some,
Unless you got a partner
yes, unless we
in
have
the
a
US or something.
yes, and when we have a partner in the US, like sometimes they also don't agree.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the hard part.
yes, that
Like even me, bro. Like I don't make U.S. accounts. I don't have U.S. partners. All my clients are in Canada just because of the geolocation advantage. Like every one of them I can meet by driving 20 minutes.
and is there if there is any problem with the with the account as well, you can solve it. That's really great, man.
Exactly, yeah.
Like
So there
for
is
me,
like
if
a
I have to
strong
communicate,
geolocation.
yes, for me if I have to communicate something with the client, I have to wait like 5 hours for them to reply on WhatsApp or email or whatever we are talking on, or even on Discord. Like,
Yeah,
this is the issue with your account. Can you solve this and that? I type this and then I wait and wait and wait, and when I get the reply, then we start sorting out the issue.
yeah. No, for sure, for sure. Do you have any plans to ever like go to the US or something? Maybe just for business.
Uh, so I do had planned like 6 months ago. I got into a really great reputed university in US as well for my masters.
Nice.
So, but I had some commitments here as well. I got married recently.
Yeah,
Yes. So now my admission was deferred. So have a look at this opportunity in September as well.
yeah. You go to any mushroom in the US, you find 100 clients there. Bro, you know what I mean. It's all based off of trust. If somebody can see you and they
Yes.
like you, you'll have no problem.
Yes.
And if you
Exactly.
built your business over there, imagine what you would do here. Like
Exactly.
what kind of monster you would be. You know what I mean?
Yes, I guess so. But
So let me,
one step at a
yeah, go
time.
ahead.
One step at a time, like baby steps.
Yeah.
In my life, whenever I feel left behind, I tell myself baby steps. I've come a long way.
Oh, dude, whatever, everything you told me, I know I'm in a similar position, so I know what you've been through to get to
Yes.
where you are.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know,
And the
it wasn't
geolocate
something it was overnight.
and the difficulty of a geolocation is on another level. Like
Yeah,
at
it's another level.
yes.
It's another level. I
uh,
know it.
and being here in Pakistan, Dubai was the nearest country we could go and have a look at a world around, and Dubai was an escape for all Pakistanis. Truth to be told,
Uh,
if you have $2,000 and you have nothing else in life, you can go to Dubai, start working there, and build your life around from there as well. But it's not even an
mhm.
option anymore right now. Visas are
Yeah,
banned, Pakistanis are getting deported, and all these kind of things. But it is
yeah,
what it is. But our country is amazing. People around here are amazing, uh,
yeah,
and there are some really good businessmen here as well in e-commerce space as well. Like, we have a whole
yeah,
town that only does e-commerce, nothing else.
yeah. For sure, for sure.
Yes,
So Ramesh, let's talk about like, so let's have like one last subtopic, and then we'll wrap this call up. Yeah.
yes, sure, sure.
Um. So what do you need to get to the next level? Like what is it that what's your biggest obstacle? Is it accounts?
Accounts. That's
That's
it.
it. Yeah.
Like, if I get trusted
Beautiful.
people and accounts, I have money to invest right now.
Just
Y-
eBay accounts. Yeah.
just eBay accounts. Like, scaling, finding good products, and all these kind of things is not a problem for me. Investing on those accounts is not a problem for me. The thing is
So
that
yo, let me get you an account, and then bro, you run it, and then let's see, and then we make automation to make things easier too. So let me send you an account, and then you guys run the business on it. Like, would a Canadian account work?
is it a fresh account?
Fresh. We'll make one. We have to make one.
Done, 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 done. Let's do it.
Yeah, bro. Because like, if you guys have the experience to make it, like, let's fire up like, you guys run it, and then I'll help you guys create some automation to like streamline your processes.
Done.
You know what I mean? And then let's document the entire journey.
Oh, that's amazing. Let's do it.
You
Let's
know
do
what I
it.
mean?
Let's do it. I'm
All
I'm
right. So
down for that. And
I'll
you know
need
what?
like about.
I'll like deal with your account personally, not handing it over to team and all that kind of, and document the journey as well. Make a little series on YouTube for the people to look at it, and how does the eBay work, and how do we manage the algorithm and all these kind of things.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's awesome, man. And then so you're gonna be doing AliExpress to eBay, yeah?
So why don't we use a stock?
Stock?
Yes, 3PL services that I have in US.
Yeah, but you like so you mean like we buy the stock and then we send it to the 3PL?
No, I already have stock in my 3PL.
But those items that so my concern is those items that you're gonna list. Um, so what if they link the accounts together with those items?
The items that are already like my previous accounts.
Yeah. Or you know what? Let's whatever the case is, let's run something together, and then like let's see like what happens. You know what I mean?
Okay,
We can
you know
probably
what?
learn from each other.
Yes, well, it's a one account. See what happens. Sure, man.
Yeah, I could get accounts, dude.
Oh,
I,
sure,
you
sure,
know what
man.
I mean?
Sure, man. Let's do it.
So you guys like how much of a split do you guys want?
Oh, do whatever is cool with you. I just want
So
videos out of it.
yeah, all right. So because I'm gonna just onboard like another client, and then we can just both manage the account together.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then from there, you know, like we'll yeah, like yeah, I'm excited to do that, man.
Done.
Bro, you know I want to work with you.
Done deal, man. Done deal.
Okay.
No worries at all.
All right,
It
all
was
right.
really
And
nice
then
talking to you.
one last thing about your AliExpress. So what about the AliExpress? Like so in instead of stock, what do you guys think your method with AliExpress would makes like in a month? Like once the account is mature.
Like going to $10,000 is not a big deal, man.
Not revenue. I'm talking about like profit. What would somebody net? Just for anybody watching, like if they wanna understand like what kind of
So
scope
like
and
you can
experience
do
AliExpress are.
you can do 30% profit really well. But like
Got it.
the how we are doing stuff, profits get higher.
Okay, yeah, yeah. From what you told me, huh?
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha. But what's like a sustainable amount that you know what I mean?
Bro, like don't know, like you get the product, eBay is telling you like it's selling for XYZ,
Mm-hmm.
and just put your 30% upon it and list it. That's it. That's how I do it. I don't care how much other one is selling for it. I don't know what kind of product he's selling, what kind of sourcing he's getting. I'll just keep my profits and list the product. If someone wants to buy it, good. If you don't, then go to the next listing. And you know what?
All right.
When your product is there, your listing is optimized. No matter how high the price is above the market price, it does get sold.
Yeah. As long as you have visibility.
Yes.
Exactly. As long as you have visibility. Well, yeah, I think that wraps it up. So I'll need like 2 weeks or so to get the account ready and warmed up, and then from there we will start the project.
Done. Done. Done, bro. Done. Let's do it.
And and then maybe like we can just do like a video update every week or something.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be a cool series, man.
Yes, that will be a cool series. And yes. Sure, let's
All
do
right.
it.
So Ramesh, before we leave, give some advice to anybody watching this video, if they want to start and grow their eBay dropshipping business.
Take it slow. There's nothing more best advice that anyone can give you. Just take it slow.
Take it
You don't
slow.
need to make thousands of dollars for the first month. Just take it slow.
Take
Don't
it
leave
slow.
your job. Don't leave what you're doing. Give it a year or so. Then you won't
Yeah.
have to do anything else.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yes.
All right, brother. Thanks for
Thank,
having me, man.
thank you
And
so
I'll
much.
see you. Well, I'll contact you when we have the account ready.
Okay.
Is there anything specific you want? Just remote into it, yeah.
Yes. That's it.
Okay.
Just the remote access of the account.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, brother. Assalamu alaikum, Aki. It was nice
Walaikum
meeting you.
salam. Bye bye. Takes care, bro. Thank you for having me
Take
as
care,
well.
man.
And it was a really
The
great
recording
conversation.
has stopped.